Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Denise with the Blue Dahlia Tarot. I hope you're doing well. Aries, let's get into your reading. Remember, these readings are general, so they may or may not resonate, but if it resonates for you, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's get started. Show me Aries in love, Holy Spirit. Show me Aries in love. Show me Aries in love. Okay, that's a good start. We have the Ace of Wands. And at the back of the deck, we have the King of Cups. So Aries, you have a new connection coming in. Possibly a water sign with this King of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So this is someone who is very loving, very gentle, very kind. Someone who really wants to, or will be wanting to, give to the connection. If you haven't met them already. So if they're not already in your energy. What else? Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy. And we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Swords at the back of the deck. So with the Chariot being here in the reverse, I'm feeling like you don't know this person yet. Because with the Chariot being in the reverse, no forward movement has been started, right? But with this Queen of Pentacles and this Two of Swords, I'm feeling that right now you are just focusing on yourself. With this Queen of Pentacles, Aries, you are really doing all you can to nurture yourself, to make sure you are very stable and strong when it comes to your love life. I'm feeling you could be a bit nervous when it comes to love in general because of this Two of Swords. Because the Two of Swords speaks of indecisions, not knowing what to do next, especially in the love aspect. You may be really I want to use the word hermited. You really may be to yourself at this time. And you could also be closed off to love, because I'm guided to the blindfold that this person has over their eyes. So it could be that in the past you were really hurt, so you feel really on guard in that aspect of your life. So right now I feel as though you're just focusing on yourself and your home life and your stability and getting everything right with you before love knocks on your door, so to speak. But it is there with this Ace of Wands. Okay. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands, Holy Spirit. I feel as though you also have a desire for new love, Aries, but you're just afraid at this time. And that's understandable if you've been hurt in the past. A lot of times it takes time to open your heart back up. Okay, now we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So as I said earlier, even though you may think about love from time to time, it may be on your mind, here and there, you're not completely focused on it because you don't feel secure enough. Maybe you could feel that you need to get your finances straightened out before you consider a new love interest. And that's fine as well. So as I said earlier, you're solely focusing on yourself before love comes knocking on the door, metaphorically. Yeah, see, you're really hurt. I feel like you don't want to repeat stories of the past, situations of the past, where you could have been betrayed, you could have been stabbed in the back, you could have been lied to, you could have been manipulated. I feel like that's why you're on guard, Aries. That's also why we have the Two of Swords. The Fool. Oh, okay. But you are still hopeful. You are still willing to take that leap of faith. But I feel you will do so, Aries, when you feel the time is right, when you feel stable within yourself in order to take that leap. Okay, let's look at the Chariot in the reverse. That's too many cards. Hold on. Well, no, it's actually just 3. I'll take them. Let's see what we got here. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. We got the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Justice in the reverse. Okay. So I feel as though, Aries, the reason why right now love is kind of on pause for you is because with this Knight of Wands, I feel like your last person, or just in general, you may have dealt with a lot of lovers who were reckless. I feel like you could have dealt with a lot of players. I feel like you could have dealt with people who really didn't put actions behind their words, right? I feel like they could have strung you along. Also, with this Justice card, it could be speaking of your ex, your past person. So your husband, wife, take it how it resonates for you. That is why this Nine of Pentacles is here, because it's showing me through and through that right now you are just very focused on your money and your finances and your stability. And I feel it's solely because you are so afraid of getting hurt again. It's like you're, I don't want to say fully closing yourself off to love because the Fool is here, but you are hesitant, Aries. So you are pouring yourself into your work. You're focusing in that area of your life because I feel like that is one area of our lives that we can control, or we have more control over, because when it comes to the love aspect, it's a very fickle, I guess you could say. Like, you never know what can happen, or maybe I'm just picking up on your energy. Maybe that's just how you feel in regards to love. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. Wow, look at this. The Two of Swords again. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So it's really showing me that your heart could also be blocked off right now, because I'm guided to this woman's arms, how they're crossed over her chest. So I feel like you could be pushing away love at this time. Okay, look. We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I'm really feeling as though... I'm feeling as though, Aries, that you may still have love for your past person, your husband, your wife. Remember back here I said you could also be dealing with your past person or your ex-husband or your ex-wife. So I feel like the reason why you're closed off to love is because you are still in love with your husband or your wife, your ex. You still have love for them. You still have feelings for them. So that would make sense why you're closed off to love. Because I feel like you may only have eyes for this person, Aries. Because it's like you have built this family with them, right? So it's giving me a sense of like, you really just don't want to start over. You don't want to have to meet new people and, you know, get to know them again. You know, you could be someone that really dislikes small talk. Maybe it's just something that doesn't really interest you. You know, maybe you're somebody that is a bit deeper and you like to get to know someone on a deeper level. And it could be something that, you know, you're just not interested in doing. You're not interested in getting back out there again and just having to be out on the dating scene again, getting to know people, you know, going out on a few dates and seeing if it leads anywhere. Because I feel like in the back of your mind, your heart is still set on your past person, Aries. So that is why you're pouring yourself into your work and your home life. You could also share children with your past person. So you could also be just more focused on your children as well. Okay, we have the Judgment card. Yeah, I feel like, Aries, this is letting me know that you are still considering your ex. You are still thinking about it heavily. Because as I said earlier, you could be somebody that shares children with this person. And you could still have love for them even though things didn't go well in the past. But I feel like you may still be willing to give them another chance. But I feel like you are in this space where you could be a bit back and forth with really knowing if you are fully ready to take that step. I just heard, am I really gonna do it? So maybe you'll be the one to reach out to them, Aries. You know, maybe it'll start off with just a text or a call, you know, just to test the waters a bit. You know, to see if they still feel the same way about you. Okay, let me pull some last cards for you, Aries. One more shuffle. Profession. It says expertise, talent, and omniscience. So yeah, it's been showing me throughout this entire reading that, Aries, you are 100% focused on your career and your stability at this time. That is why you are not really focused on finding new love. That is at least one of the reasons why. Origin is your next card, Aries. It says innovation, creativity, and vitality. Yeah, through and through, it's shown through the entire read. So 2 reasons why you are not 100% looking into love at this time. I'd say like 50-50, because there is the Ace of Wands here. So you are a bit closed off because you are, as we've been speaking of, you know, just focusing on yourself and your career and growing your career. Maybe you are somebody that is of high status, or maybe you are a business owner, you know, so that is in part why you are focusing mostly on your career, Aries. Also because, you know, as we've been mentioning, you still have some love for your past person. I feel like you are just waiting for the right moment, waiting when you are ready to make that move. Okay, Aries, this was your reading. I hope it gave you the guidance and clarity that you were seeking. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you could do so by contacting me at the Blue Dahlia Tarot, or you can book your appointment with me through Calendly. So either of those are fine. And also, this weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I do late night tarot through Instagram Messenger. So if you would like to ask me some questions, you can add me on Instagram. The first question is free, and any question after that is $10. So if you'd like to join me there, you can. All right, Aries, until next time, I'll talk to you later.